Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Mental Health Talk with Christina McIntyre. I hope that y'all had a great week, enjoyed the holiday, some time off, and you were able to sit and reflect on this holiday season about being grateful and appreciative of what we have. A lot of people don't have a lot, but they're still appreciative and grateful for what they do receive. Sometimes we just need to take a step back and look at everything around us. I think it's important to not just celebrate, the holiday season, but to celebrate each and every day that we have. We are honored to be able to see a new day each day. And so that is one thing to be thankful for. Sometimes we forget everything that we have. We don't. I think we sometimes think that we're owed things, but we're not. It is privilege to have life, so we must enjoy it and appreciate the little things that we have. So sometimes I think during the holiday season, people tend to get upset and sad. Maybe they can't afford things. Maybe they might not be able to be around their family. And so it's important that we take the time out, send a text, make a phone call. If you can visit, let people know that they matter and that you're there for them. A lot of times people just want to make sure that they don't feel left out or left alone. And so during this holiday season, especially during the holidays, a lot of people do tend to be more depressive during the holiday season. Just make yourself available if you can and just reach out, especially during the winter months. A lot of people suffer from seasonal affective disorder, which is a little bit of depression during the holiday season because we don't have as much sunlight. So if you can, get out, try to be in the sunlight as much as possible, move your body, do things that can bring you enjoyment, especially during this time. Don't forget to follow me on my website, www.becomeyourc.com, where I talk about our mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual aspects of ourselves to help unveil our true identity. Also follow me on Facebook, BYC Become Your C, YouTube, BYC Become Your C, Instagram at Become Your C, and I'm also on TikTok at Become Your C. Also, I have a book out. It's called Become Your C, 21 Poems to Ignite Your Spiritual Journey. So if you're looking into something that stimulates your mind to help you think outside of the box, you can find the link on my page. It's available as an ebook or a paperback. Also, if you're interested in learning about a holistic approach to mental health or everyday living, you can always message me as well. I have chakra bracelets and necklaces and keychains to help you as an aid on your spiritual journey. Also, if you're feeling suicidal, if you're feeling depressed, or you just need someone to talk to, let's not let suicide be an answer to our problems. There are people that are willing to help us. The suicide hotline is 1-800-273-8255, or you can visit them at suicidepreventionlifeline.org. We need you here, and you have purpose. Let's not let our troubles get us down to the point that we feel like that's an option. Also, this holiday, the Thanksgiving season is over, but for the Christmas holiday season, I wanted to put together some things, and I'm accepting donations as well. For Thanksgiving, I did a meal for the homeless in our community. This Christmas season, I would like to collect hats, gloves, scarves, and blankets. They are some of them items that are vital, especially I believe that we are going to have a very cold winter. So we want to make sure that we can help the people in our community. I believe that it's important that we give back in whichever way we can, and our time is one of the most valuable things that we can give to someone. If you don't have it monetary wise, reach out and do something in the community. You can serve, you can help clean up, you can just spend time with someone that's in need. They have a lot of programs. They have grandparent programs where you can go and talk to the elderly to make them feel comfortable, especially if they don't have a lot of family. You got the homeless population. You have children that need a big brother, big sister. There is something that you can do in the community to help. So this holiday season, just reach out just a little bit. So, the topic for this week is mental health and our past. So, we all know that our past is something that never really escaped us, is always right there waiting for us to mess up, to keep us in the same mindset, the same place. So, we need to figure out a way to navigate it or not navigate it, to get rid of it so it doesn't affect our future. Our past won't let go because we won't let go of it. Um, it's how does our past affect our mental health? So if let's say you dealt with trauma and pain, a lot of toxic issues in your past, and you're trying to move forward, but you're still around the same people, places, and things that cause that toxic in your life. That's one way that you're not able to move forward because you still are allowing these things to follow you through. You can't become better. You can't see better. You can't do better if you continuously allow the past to stay attached to you. And it's hard to break away from it because it's something that you're used to. And we get so comfortable in what we're used to, we're afraid to move forward, so we stay in that even though that we know we can do better, even though we want to do better and we strive to do better and we crave and we're tired of living how we were living. We're afraid to take that jump because we don't know what's on the other side, and so we tend to stay where we're comfortable, right? We stay in relationships longer than we should be because we're comfortable. We're afraid to let go. We're afraid to be alone. We're afraid to maybe we deserve someone better, but we settle because we're comfortable. We've been together for 20 years, so I don't want to start over, right? We stay at a job longer, even though we outwork that job. We know we should be promoted. We have the knowledge, but we stay because we're afraid to take the next step, right? Sometimes doors don't open for us because we're not ready to walk through them. And we start to blame other people and circumstances. But at the end of the day, we're in charge of our life and we're in charge of how we navigate through it. Not that everything is going to go easy. Most of the time, everything is not a smooth transition. When you leave a relationship, sometimes it could be amicable, but sometimes it's not a smooth transition. Leaving a job, it may be hard. You might have to take a pay cut. But if that's something that you want to do and you know it's your purpose or you thrive in it, sometimes you have to take a step back so you can move 10 steps forward. But we have to be willing to do that. A lot of times we get so stuck into where we are that we can't see better. And it's okay. Some people are okay staying where they're at, and that's fine, but then you can't complain when everyone else around you is elevating and you're still at the same spot. And a lot of times we get jealous and envious because we see people living a life that we want, but we're not willing to do what it takes to get there. Sometimes we have to let go of things in order to welcome new things. The past will keep repeating itself until we learn a lesson. My aunt told me this growing up, and I definitely believe it. I believe that we will be placed in situations until we learn a lesson, or it will keep following us. This has happened to me in my own life. I feel like I've been in the same scenario over and over again because maybe I haven't learned my lesson yet. So I believe that until we do learn that lesson, we're going to keep going through the same things, the same hurt, the same pain, the same people, right? Sometimes let's use the relationships as an example because it's a good topic. So if you ever hear people talking about, oh, we date in the same spirit and different people, and we do, right? We keep doing that because we haven't learned the lesson from the first 2 or 3 relationships. And so we're going to keep dating these type of people because there's something in us that we need to fix. And maybe we're not ready yet to fix it. And so we keep repeating the same patterns, and they get upset when this relationship ends or it doesn't work out the way that we want it to. And so maybe we'll settle, we stay there, but we complain about it. We complain about what's wrong, but we do nothing to fix it. We are in charge of our own destiny, but we're afraid sometimes to let go. Maybe because people are in our head, like let's say you're in a relationship, oh, that person's good, you shouldn't leave them, you should give them another chance, knowing that you deserve better. But you stay because, again, it's comfortable. You don't want to start over. Maybe you may have to live in a room momentarily until you get yourself back on your feet. It's a lot of changes that come with elevating yourself from letting go of the past. And I think that's what a lot of people are afraid of, is change, because change means a whole different mindset. It requires you to do things differently, move differently, and your thought process definitely has to be in a whole different way, because you can't think the same if you want to learn, if you want to grow. Your whole process has to be different. And that's why it's important to write things down that you know that you want out of life, that you know that needs to be changed, and then start with that. Everything doesn't have to be a right now, overnight thing. Start small and work your way up. Small changes equate to bigger rewards. So make a plan for yourself. See what's going on in your life that's preventing you from moving forward. See what's in your past that's holding you back, that you need to let go so that you can live the life that you want. You can't live the life that you dream of if you continue to live in a reality in which no longer exists. Why are we holding on? What do we need to let go of? People, places, things, and our memories. Sometimes we hold on to what was, so we can't think of what is, and then we can't create what will be because we're still holding on to the past. I call it out, clean out your closet mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. Mentally, you have to change your thought process. Emotionally, you have to be strong enough to know when things have served their purpose, right? And physically, cleaning out your closet. Sometimes we have things like in our car or in our homes that the memory is there, right? And every time we look at this thing, it brings back memories. And sometimes those memories aren't good. So what you need to do is go and clean out your physical space. I believe that energy stays where it is. So if we clean our space, we get rid of that negative energy. And also, if you're into sage that, do your little prayer, meditation, crystals, whatever you have to do to clear the energy. Open a window when you do sage as well so the energy can get released from where it's at. So definitely do that. And spiritually, we need to clean out our closet by getting in touch of who we are, what we are, and what we need to do to transform ourselves so that we can become who we need to be. We can't move forward if we constantly hold on baggage. I know memories are important. Maybe you've gotten antiques and things that people have gave you, but if the memory of those things and them people is creating a bad energy in you, you need to let it go. I know that I might have a few things that I need to let go, and I'm working on cleaning out my so-called physical space so that I can breathe freely in the space that I am. A lot of times our mental health issues are triggered by some of these memories and in these places and stuff. Sometimes we gotta remove ourselves from situations as well. Like let's say it's an old restaurant or a place that we used to frequent, and now when we ride by it, it brings up us bad memories, or if we go to it, it brings bad memories. Maybe we can't be there for a while. We have to separate ourselves from the past if we are to move forward to the future. And it's hard because we feel like if we let go of the past, we're neglecting a piece of us. We're saying this piece of us don't exist. Well, if you are to move forward, that part of you can no longer exist. It can be a distant memory, But you have to create new memories, memories that is going to encourage you, make you thrive, make you love on yourself. You can't hold on to something that's weighing you down. You can't carry weight, right? You can't continue to move forward if you're continuing to carry extra weight, unnecessary weight. Cleared here. Do we hold on to the past because we're fearful of our future? Yes. We're fearful of what is to come. We're fearful of letting go. We're fearful of the change. We fear of the unknown, right? We don't like to go to places that we don't know. Like, I don't like driving on roads that I don't know. I get so much anxiety, and it's the same way with our life. We're afraid to move forward because we don't know. But if we never move forward, we can't know the possibilities. Like, you gotta think where you are in your life right now. And if you had stayed where you were, you wouldn't be where you are now. So think of where you could be if you transform yourself from where you are now to where you could be. And takes steps, this takes challenges, this takes rearranging your life right now so that you become what you need for yourself. You create your own reality at any moment you choose, but you have to choose yourself and choose what's important, and choose to let go of something that no longer is relevant to you. Our past is something it's something that we've learned from. It's something like who we were. If you ever take time to sit back and reflect and be like, wow, that was 20 years ago. And the person that you were 20 years ago is not the person that you are now. And it was the saying that I love to read it. It said, if you're 40, still thinking the same way you did at 20 and doing the same things, you done wasted 20 years of your life. And I definitely believe that. Our mindset should not be the same. We should be constantly changing. I say each and every day, not like extravagant changes that you may notice, but little things. Our mindset should be different. The way we go about things should be different. I took a mini break from social media this week so I could get back in touch with who I was, because I felt like I was losing myself for a little bit. And that is okay. Sometimes we need to sit back and reflect on what's going on so now we can move forward. We can't move forward if everything is always in chaos in our head. And it's important that we take responsibility for that. We are responsible for our healing. We can heal ourselves, but we have to be consistent in those efforts of healing. And the first step to healing is to acknowledge that we need help. It's okay to go to therapy. It's okay to go to church. It's okay to use a holistic approach to medication, whatever is necessary to get your mental state into some stability, right? And to have peace in your life. You have to be willing to take that step. No one can push you or force you to want to do better or be better. You have to take the initial step. And yes, it's important that we have supportive people around us, and they will be. But we got to be willing to do the work too. I believe God sends blessings and everything for us, but we have to be willing to do the work behind it. Everything that we want, everything that we need and desire is out there in the universe for us. It's waiting for us to move forward to the next step. We all have doors that's waiting to be open, gifts that's waiting to be open, blessings waiting to be overflowed. But we're not ready. We're not that person that is able to receive that. So in order to become that person that's is ready to receive everything that you need, you got to be willing to let go of that person that was. And she or he will miss you, but think about the person that you can become. Like, this person you are today is not the person you will be tomorrow or in 10 years from now. So we know we have to let go somewhat so that we can see life in a new way. Like, the way I thought even a few years ago is not the way that I think now. And it's not going to be the way that I think in a couple years from now, and it shouldn't be. Our brains are so unique and so expansive, right? We can hold so much knowledge, and we don't even use most of our brain. Like, it's so much stuff left that we need to learn, and it's out there for us to learn. All we have to do is read. All we have to do is be receptive to the knowledge, and then sit back and receive some advice. Sometimes people give us advice, and I think sometimes we feel taken back by it. Not that some advice we sometimes don't need to like receive for ourselves, but it's important that we listen, because every time you have a conversation, there's something in it that maybe you need to learn. I believe we are connected with people for a reason, and sometimes some people can be there as a reminder or as someone that can take you to the next step. Are we stuck? How do we let go? So, how do we let go, and how do we move forward? So, we need to let go, want to acknowledge that we have issues that we need to let go. And this is talking about trauma and pain from our childhood that we just put down in our subconscious and our soul. We don't worry about it. But everything that we don't heal is going to become who we are, right? All that pain that you hold on to and situations that you hold on to, it affects you. Maybe you don't see it right away. The way that you speak, the way that you behave, the way that you go about with people, the way you take back, the way you isolate yourself. Every part of us is a reflection of our past. And it could be good or bad. If we have healed in our past, then our future will be vital. But if we haven't healed, our future will be a reflection of that. So we need to sit down and figure out what we need to let go. And it's hard. Like, it's hard to sit in our own stuff. Like, we have to really sit back and reflect, like, man, like, I really dealt with some stuff growing up, or I really did this. Maybe you've done some things that you are ashamed of, that you need to forgive yourself for, and send an apology in the universe, right? Sometimes we need to apologize, and maybe that person that we need to apologize to is no longer here, or they won't accept it, or we don't even have we're not going to even be able to communicate with them. But put the energy out there and then let it go. Sometimes things happen to us to help us grow and to become who we need to be. But we need to sit with ourselves and tell ourselves, like, okay, this has happened. It happened, but it's not happening to me now. So how can I move forward so that I can become who I need to be for myself and for everyone around me? And acknowledgement, and then get the help that you need. Mental health disorders, I don't believe there is no cure. They taking strides to make it better. We have to learn how to deal with this and to live with this. And each and every day, we have to be consistent in our efforts of healing. This is not like, oh, I'm going to heal this part of me and that's it. No, everything is connected. So you must heal your mental, your emotional, your physical, and spiritual in order to become who you need to be. Everything is tied in. You decide when you start your healing process. You decide when you're tired of the past, keep holding on to you. You decide when it's time to move forward and to let go. And change is not easy, but it's necessary in order for you to become who you need to be. And who you need to be is a special person. Who you need to be is unique. Who you need to be is for you. So who do you need to be? We only can ask ourselves that question. Map out a plan of how you want your life to be and start from there. Go forward. Let's let go of the past. I think sometimes we hold on to memories in the past is because we feel like we're still that person. Like we're afraid to let go of that person. Like for me, for a long time, I'll use this as an example. I used to weigh over 300 pounds. And so I went all the way down to 185. And I still saw this bigger person in the mirror. And I couldn't let go of the image that I was used to. And so it was hard for me to move forward. When I finally accept who I was, I no longer saw her in the mirror. And that's what you have to do for yourself. When you no longer accept who you were, you can see yourself for who you are and then start moving forward towards the future. We have to take responsibility in our healing and our role in stagnation. We have to say we had enough. Aren't you tired of hurting and carrying around that load? Aren't you tired of not living your life to your full potential, your full capacity? Life is a struggle sometimes. Life can have its ups and downs, but life can be amazing also. We're put here for a reason, for purpose. We have gifts inside of us that need to be given and shared, and we cannot relinquish that if we don't relinquish the past. I'm telling you, like, it's so much in front of us. If we learn how to let go of everything, we can't carry the past into our future and even to our present, because it's affecting our present. It's affecting how we navigate through our life. It's affecting how we feel about ourselves and our family and friends. It's affecting our job and our quality of consistency and perseverance. We have to take control back of our life and not allowing the past to control us. That person does not exist anymore. And don't let him or her keep trying to control you. You have to move forward. You got to become. You need this for yourself. You deserve to be happy and at peace. And the past is not going to let you be that. Learn to let go so that you can become and be healed. We can't go where we never been. We can't go where we never been if we don't leave where we were. So where do you want to go? Can't keep riding that same broken down car into the future. You need to get into something that will take you to the journey of your choice. Our past is a reminder of how we were and what we used to be. Focus on who you are now and create your reality without the weight of liabilities. Our past is our liability. It holds us back. We can only do but so much. It only covers so much. So how do you move forward? You just decide, I'm ready to move forward, and then do the work necessary in order to move forward. It's not an easy process. It's hard. It's hard to let go of things. It's hard to let go of people and places and environments. Sometimes you might have to move from where you are to create a safe space for you. You are in charge of your life. You decide your happiness. You decide who you want in your life. You create your peace. Sometimes being by yourself, isolated for a little bit, can help you see things from what they are. But don't let time pass and you're not living the life that you want and desire. Final thoughts. We become more of who we are when we realize who we were is no longer relevant to the path and journey we are traveling. Letting go and growth is necessary to experience life in different capacities. Transformation requires removal. Who you need to be is waiting, but you have to let go of who you were. So, are you willing to take that chance so that you can experience life at its full potential? So that is it. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Watch me each and every Sunday at 12 p.m. on cmpradio.net here on Facebook. Don't forget to follow me on my website, www.becomeyourseed.com, where I talk about our mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual aspects of ourselves to help unveil our true identity. Follow me on Instagram at Become Your Seed, Facebook and YouTube, BYC Become Your Seed, TikTok at Become Your Seed. If you're interested in my book, 21 Poems to Ignite, or Become Your Seed, 21 Poems to Ignite Your Spiritual Journey, to help you, there's a link on my page. You can click it. It's available as an ebook or a paperback. If you're interested in learning about the holistic approach to everyday living and mental health, where I talk about the chakras, you can message me as well. I have jewelry to help you on that journey. If you're interested in helping me with the homeless this holiday season, with hats, gloves, scarves, or blankets, please message me as well. Also, if you're feeling suicidal, let's not let this be a last option. The hotline is 1-800-273-8255, or you can visit them on suicidepreventionlifeline.org. Remember, you're in charge of your destiny. You're in charge of reality. So create the reality in which you want to thrive in. Fall in love with yourself so the fall in love with yourself so the world can fall in love with you. Till next time.